All right, well, this bantamweight division, ubiquitously regarded as the deepest in the top 15 right now in the UFC, and this man's the #1 contender. He has beaten so many talented fighters to get this title fight. Now we see what the hell he can do with it.
Hey, he's beaten them all, except the champion.
Right.
It's such a weird thing that you can go through so many tough guys, but ultimately the toughest one is the one you get last. So you go through this murderer's row of people to earn an opportunity, and now you get to fight the best. The champion is good, man, but this guy believes he has the skill set to take that title from him.
Yeah, he's been forged by the experience. He derives so much confidence from the training room, and it all comes down to these 25 minutes or fewer for the #1 bantamweight contender. All right, here he is, folks. You know who he is, the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world. And as much as his focus is firmly on this title defense here tonight, he did say in our fighter meeting, I want to go down as one of the all-time greats, and he just might.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, though, you got to continue to win. He has every intention of doing that. He has said time and time again that I'm not just here for right now. I'm here forever. So even when I'm gone, people will remember me. In order to be remembered, though, you've got to stack up those championship defenses, and he has already started to do it. He intends to keep that rolling tonight.
We talk about guys like Dominic Cruz and Aljamain Sterling, and this man believes skill for skill. He's better than both of those guys.
Yeah.
Another chance to prove it tonight. Don't shoot the messenger.
Some of these guys,
Cody Garbrandt has graced the octagon. He's ready to go. All right, with that backdrop, here is the tale of the tape for this bantamweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, John the Magician Dodson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting, leading, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Cody Garbrandt.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, it's been remarkable to watch the UFC former champion Cody Garbrandt grow up inside the octagon. You know about the boxing skills. You know about the legendary toughness. The chin thus far in the octagon is held up. And Cody Garbrandt still very much a factor here at 135 pounds. Cody tells stories of he and his brother Zach going at it for days. This is a born fighter. And of course, he has had mass appeal ever since donning those UFC gloves. All right, really round one action here, and somewhat surprising to see the boxer not check these leg kicks, right? He felt like it would be a factor in the fight, and the kickboxer is absolutely having his way early.
It's always one thing to say what you're going to do, but to implement those things, to be able to do it against that guy is very difficult. And to this point, he has not been able to pick up on the leg kick.
Oh, nice land with the knee. You see the taller fighter having no issue getting the wing to the target there. Oh, and there's another uppercut. DC, you got a pretty good uppercut. I'm not sure it's as good as his, but pretty good.
It's not as good as this guy's, because this guy can throw it on both sides, and he throws it with the same amount of power to the body and to the head. He's very, very good at throwing uppercuts. Oh, that one landed, yep.
All right, so he's landed a few seminal uppercuts already, DC. Got to think he goes back to it.
I am almost certain he's going to go and try to find another one of those. But expect him to really sit down and try to make one really count to try to end this fight.
We're under 2 minutes now to go round one. All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping.
As soon as it gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Big right hand.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. 45 seconds to go here in round one. Back and forth we go. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Short uppercut in the clinch by John Dodson. 15 seconds. Dodson's cut above the eye. 20 seconds for the end of round one. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Dodson's got a nasty cut above the eye. The cut man has some work to do here between rounds. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Damage on the right side of his body, starting to really bruise now. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Gotta capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you like. You get a guy hurt, you gotta find a way to finish the fight.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. 2 minutes now to go round two. Garbrandt's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Flipped him with the jab. Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Less than a minute now to go in round two. Swing and a big miss by Dodson. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Good work from the top here by Cody Garbrandt. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, round 3 coming up next.
Stop.
Heading back to the corner now. Garbrandt's corner looks a little bit concerned, perhaps because of that cut on the lip that was opened up there in that round. Starting to bleed pretty good. Cutman's got his work to do now. All right, let us now take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. We'll see if we can isolate the exact strike that caused that cut to his lip.
He landed a beautiful shot that cut him on the lip. Now, listen, guys. As long as it ain't like Jairzinho Rosa striking out the ovary, you're fine. Cuts on the lip are okay unless your lip is hanging off like we have seen sometimes. That is not that, but he's got to protect it.
I got Robbie Lawler on line 1, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I remember Robbie.
Lip cuts.
Oh, my God. I was thinking about that. I couldn't remember who it was.
All right, next round is upon us. Let's see how it plays out. All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the street.
This is what happens when you get two very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next round.
All right, well, we pull up the numbers, bottom of your screen, and the uppercut has been the big weapon for him in this one. Not quite lethal yet, but I'm not sure how many more his opponent can take. Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. Just missed on the front kick there. Three minutes to go in round 3. Nice jab by Garbrandt.
Big right hook there by the champ.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Total strikes have landed for Cody Garbrandt, and just 42% accuracy in terms of the land rate against John Dodson. Well, now you see some business. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. And just misses with that big right hand. Missed with that right hand. 120 seconds now to go. Not much behind the takedown offering there. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll
outside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Dodson's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Controlling the fight behind that jab.
Looking to land the leg kick now. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Oh, he's stuck bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Both men going for the finish. And now he lands a combination. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as he should. Well, he should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Oh, Superman punch. Not always easy to execute. He did so there. Oh, he is hurting for certain. 1 minute now to go in round 4 of a possible 5. All right, so the redness is omnipresent now. He has absorbed a whole lot of body strikes. Pretty good poker face, but I'm not sure how many more of these he needs to take.
No, he doesn't. He needs to do something different. He cannot continue to get beat up like this. But it's on his opponent. It's on the guy that is landing these strikes.
Oh, he's got him hurting here. Oh, heavy shots raining down. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 50 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Cody Garbrandt.
All right, so he came into this fight as the unquestioned best 135-pound fighter in the world, and nothing about that effort will change that now.